Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second week of Meow May here on the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she who you may think she's dead, but she will never die. It is.
Yeah,
She's like, they won't let me die. Alright, so yes, this time we're covering more Black Cat, this time from the pages of Spectacular Spider-Man 75 through 79. Or should I say Peter Parker, comma, the Spectacular Spider-Man. I can't believe they went how many issues with that long-ass title. Because even like back when they did editor's notes, it was like, oh, it'd be like, oh, see, PPTSSM. I was like, oh, jeez. Really? All right. Well, since we have a few issues here, should we get into this?
Yep, let's do it.
Yep. And again, you're going to be seeing Spider-Man, the Black Cat, and one of Spider-Man's greatest foes. You know, that man we know as Otto Gunther Octavius, the greatest hero of the Marvel Universe! Even more of a badass than Franklin Richards! Oh, thank you, Charlie Puppet.
Not Charlie Puppet.
Charlie Esser Puppet. Professor Puppet.
Yes, Professor Puppet.
Mansplaining PhD right here! You know he would love the puppet, but he'd just be like, that's not my voice.
Yeah.
Alright. So yes, we begin with Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 75 from February 1983. Foray Nature. Wild Beasts. Writer Bill Mantlo, penciler Al Milgram, inker Jim Mooney, colorist Bob Sharon, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor, once again, Mr. Tom DeFalco.
Look out for the baloney factory, kids.
Oh my. I think I went to high school with her.
Oh my.
That joke will never get old. Alright. Much to Spider-Man's amazement, out of nowhere on the first page, the Black Cat is still alive. However, when she attempts to be too intimate, he demands to know how she cheated death. They recount their previous encounter, wherein Spider-Man thought his webbing had left her to drown while he was trying to catch her because he had Jean the Wolf get a pardon for her past crimes. Again, scroll down to the last episode, kids. Editor's note. Scroll down to the last episode. I edit these, so editor's note. Yes, scroll down to the last episode. Black Cat explains that she managed to cheat death because Spider-Man's webbing had stuck to her costume and not to her, and that while she was sinking into the water, she managed to strip off her uniform when she was rescued by minions of Doctor Octopus. So yes, kids, like many a woman in New York, yes, she survived by taking her clothes off.
But was she working a effing pole down at Diva?
Oh!
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And luckily it was a day she was wearing underwear.
We don't know that for sure, though.
Well, they depicted it as such, but
only because of the Comic Code Authority.
Maybe in the retelling she added underwear.
Make it a max issue, damn it!
I'm not in the military, but I was going commando. She explains that Octavius would not let her go. Well, yeah, to see what she was not wearing, and suggests that he had a thing for her. Again,
maybe she has a secret nuclear power plant too.
Oh, he was after her nuclear power plant. All right, that's right. He always had an interest in nuclear energy. She then tells Spidey that Octopus had her go out and steal a device from the Kingpin so that he can prove that he is the most dangerous criminal ever.
The most superior.
Oh, yes. He is the most superior of pussies!
Superior puss.
At least he's not a squid.
You know what
At
I'm
least
thinking?
he's not a squid.
I'm thinking Puppet Charlie's miniseries is gonna have to be like a 3-parter over the summer, maybe June, July, and August, maybe. You know what I was thinking? Maybe one episode Superior Spider-Man, maybe an episode on Ben Grimm.
Ooh.
We're in the Fantastic Four, yeah, and then
Boulder.
Boulder. Oh man, I don't know.
Did you forget Boulder?
I didn't forget, but you know.
Or you know what? You can do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. retrospective.
Oh God, yes. Oh, you know what I should do?
That in and of itself is like a 30-part miniseries.
No. You know who we should do? You know who should do the S.H.I.E.L.D. retrospective? Charlie Puppet and Rob. Make Rob do it with Charlie Puppet.
See if he'll do it. Just like a couple episodes.
Let me correct another mistake you made, Robert. Oh. Just like all the mistakes I corrected when we sat in your backyard and I explained everything you did wrong.
Explain the universe. So-called Boston Doom.
Oh, and, I don't mean to point the finger, Rob, but you brought this on yourself. You created this, Rob.
All these deranged proteges Rob Southgate has, and you begin to wonder.
You created me, Rob, and you just encouraged Lilith Hellfire. So when she explains that she has no intention of returning into Dr. Octopus, she has come to ask Spider-Man for protection and to take her on as a lover.
She came to Peter for some Peter.
No, my. That's right. She was like,
I'm here for Peter.
Like, well, I'm getting tired of this hand for sure.
whoa! Oh, my.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that. And indeed it was, apparently.
She's like, that auto Octavius, I was completely underwater and still.
There was nothing to get wet about anyway. It's the bowl cut. It's the bowl cut.
No.
You got, listen, a mustache, a beard, and a haircut can do a lot for a man.
Wait, what can do a lot for a man?
A mustache, a haircut, and a beard.
That's right! Oh, God, I'll be doing that in my
And if you can't get a haircut, put on a hat. And then when you take off the hat and she's disappointed, you can't even be mad. No hat fishing, boys!
Put on a suit that covers up a multitude of sins.
Well, this is not white.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're robbing a bank. Deep cut.
Peter mulls this over, considering all the women in his life and how they've been affected by his dual life as Spider-Man and how he can juggle his schooling if he's out moonlighting with the former cat burglar. Really? Let me see. We got school, or we got, which I'm sure is...
Superior puss.
Which way shall I go?
Superior puss.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it, what are we doing in September? Have we decided?
I know I have something on the schedule, but hold on, let's see. Why do you have an idea?
I could go for a month of the Stacy.
Oh, Stacy September. Okay.
Doesn't have to necessarily be Gwen.
Oh, I mean, again, if you want to shift gears, but weren't we talking about Smith-Timber?
Oh, we were.
I mean,
Dang it.
It's up to you, but
No, we need to do Smith-Timber because I want to laugh. There are going to be some great drops. I feel it in my bones.
Okay.
So put that on for next September.
Okay, I will. Okay. Oh, you're becoming another Justin. Yeah, let's do that next year. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, literally. I have stuff on the schedule for 2025 for Marvel Tales.
No, I know. Phil, I know.
Well, it's like, I've been paying attention. Deciding to take the risk, Spider-Man agrees to start dating her and they swing off. Leading Spider-Man to her posh apartment, Spider-Man decides to take the device back to the Kingpin. However, the Black Cat convinces him to stick around for some relaxation.
Some cat relaxation. But damn, quintessential interruptus, Dr. Octopus.
As she walks to the bathroom to slip into something more comfortable, they are suddenly attacked by Dr. Octopus. Dr.
Quintus interruptus.
Dr. Ockblock.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus demands the activator in exchange for the Black Cat's life. However, Spider-Man refuses to give it up, well, not to him, and attacks the villain directly. While Black Cat eventually gets free, Spider-Man is constantly trying to save her from injury, and ultimately Dr. Octopus gets away with both the Black Cat as his prisoner and the activator, escaping
In a helicopter? This is so un-Doc Ock-like, honestly.
Man, he didn't have the swag to have a copter till he put on that white suit.
Does he think he is Thanos? Get to the Thanos copter.
He was a wealthy man from his discoveries, his work.
His bank robberies, yeah. Okay.
Yes, that too. He had a dowry from May Parker.
Exactly. And we all know they were a bunch of rum runners, so yeah.
Exactly.
A bunch of bootleggers and rum runners.
Determined to know what it is that Dr. Octopus is up to, Spider-Man goes to the Kingpin's office tower and fights off his henchmen. Confronting the crime boss, the Kingpin agrees to tell Spider-Man what he wishes to know. The Kingpin is afraid of what Dr. Octopus may do with the activator, which is a key component for a neutron bomb.
Boo.
He explains that while the owl was...
Justin, what are you doing here?
It's me, your old pal, the owl.
The owl was intending to use such a bomb to extort the city out of money. Dr. Octopus intended to detonate the bomb in New York as part of some deranged revenge scheme.
Of course.
Yes. The Kingpin then suggests that since the owl has the bomb itself, that Dr. Octopus will likely attack the owl's eyrie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a commitment to the bit right there. That's almost as bad as a Batcave.
And I love Spider-Man didn't even hesitate, man. He just come crashing through that window and all the guys are like, it's Spider-Man!
They're about to get relief! Get relief!
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. He was backed up, man. He was like, Argh! I love when Spider-Man...
He's got no time for pleasantries, okay?
I love when Spider-Man leaves. Kingpin just looks at those men. He's like, you're incompetent. Idiots. Sure enough, the Owl's headquarters is attacked by Dr. Octopus and his minions, carrying the Black Cat in tow as his prisoner. As Spider-Man arrives, he is bombarded by the minions of both the Owl and Dr. Octopus, while the two villains duke it out with each other. The Owl tries his best to defeat Dr. Octopus in combat, but despite the fact that Octopus only has 3 of his mechanical arms free, he has to retreat from the fight. Trying to draw on his opponent, Octopus drops the activator, making the Owl break his cover to retrieve it. This plays into Dr. Octopus's hands as he uses his free arms to grab his foe, destroy his claws, glider, cape, and disables the leg braces that allow the Owl to walk.
Damn!
Man, beating up on crippled people. Man.
He's a bad man.
That's right.
I ain't talking about Shaft.
Oh my. For once.
Hey-o.
Spider-Man manages to break free of the army of hired criminals and goes after the Owl and Dr. Octopus. Finding the defeated Owl, Spider-Man moves onward and sees that Felicia has recaptured the activator and gotten free of Dr. Octopus's grip. Spider-Man joins the fight, however, during...
It goes limp at his grip.
Oh my!
He goes limp in my grip.
Spider-Man ain't doing that this time. However, during the struggle, the Black Cat gets battered around like a rag doll, suffering severe injuries. Octavius regains the activator and is about to insert it into the neutron bomb when Spider-Man pulls him away and rips off Otto's mechanical arms. Due to his link to the mechanical appendages, Octavius screams in pain and passes out. Noting
relatable content.
Oh my. Yeah, how many appendages have you ripped off and people have screamed in pain and passed out?
That's for me to know and my NSA agent to find
Those
out.
records are classified. Noticing that Felicia is injured, Spider-Man comes to her side and vows that no one will keep him from her again, and they decide to spend a few moments of rest together. He thought she died in Amazing 227. Again, see last episode. And all the past. Oh man, he was thinking about Dagger, and they never even had a relationship. Jeez.
Wishful thinking, or wishful winking, whatever you want to call it.
Well, she was blonde.
Does he want to think for blondes though? Seems like Mary Jane's the outlier to be perfect.
He's kind of been with everybody: blondes, redheads, brunettes.
All the brunettes gang, they're all behind the scheme. See.
True. That Betty Brant.
Well, I just want somebody to work with our idea. We just need a Heroes and Cloaks podcast.
Yeah.
Dill and Jill.
Come on, Zeb. We'll write it for you. Come on.
I don't know who you want to be, Dill or Jill, but you know.
Whoa! Oh my! I thought it was gonna be Bill and Eve. All right, you ready for the next one?
Let's do it. This cover is so melodramatic. I love it.
Like, oh man, they did it first. I was gonna say, kind of reminds me of Crisis on Infinite Earths #7, but
yeah,
Spider-Man did it first. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 76, March 1983, at Death's Door. I was gonna say same team, but letterer Diana Elbers now.
Okay.
Yay. Taking a moment to recoup from their battle with Dr. Octopus inside the Owl's Eyrie, Spider-Man and the Black Cat are forced back into... Both knocked yourself off. Forced them back into action when the combined forces of the Dr. Octopus and the Owl's henchmen catch up with them and with guns blazing. Hello. As Spider-Man is dealing with them, the Black Cat attempts to regain footing after the beating she got from Dr. Octopus. Octavius, meanwhile, has regained consciousness and is mentally commanding his severed mechanical arms to try and get the detonator, the neutron bomb he intends to explode in New York. Seeing this, the Black Cat gets up and smashes the detonator, cursing the girl for ruining his plans. Octopus unleashes his mechanical arms on her, leaving her vulnerable, and she is gunned down by the few crooks that Spider-Man has not rounded up yet. Seeing this, and again, he was already frustrated, Spider-Man goes into a fury, beating all the crooks as senseless, tearing apart Otto's arms even more and tossing them into the Hudson River.
Testosterone!
Oh, yeah. Oh, those web shooters are full, my friend.
Full of poison. Just gotta get it out.
Exactly. Seeing that the Black Cat is still alive but bleeding profusely, Spider-Man picks her up and rushes her to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. There, Spider-Man demands the staff doctors to save her life. After talking sense to the distraught Spider-Man, they take her into immediate surgery, and Spider-Man watches from outside until he finally collapses from exhaustion. He is woken by the duty nurse just before dawn and is told that she is in critical condition, but they believe that she will pull through. However, they are unsure if she'll suffer any brain damage.
She likes Peter, so...
Oh, well... well, if loving Peter's a crime, I'm giving you the chair.
I'm here for Peter.
Why do you think I'm in an undisclosed bunker?
When Spider-Man realizes it's morning, he rushes off as he has a physics exam at Empire State University. Peter makes it to his exam right in the nick of time and tries to focus on it, but can't help but think about Felicia's medical condition. Finishing the exam just as the time runs out, Peter blows off his colleagues and Professor Sloan so he can change into Spider-Man and rush off to the hospital to check on Felicia's condition. There he meets Jean DeWolf, who is at the scene because of one of the Owl's men talked. She hands over to Spider-Man a copy of amnesty papers that she had originally written up for the Black Cat, which makes Spider-Man happy because it tells him that she is still alive. He rushes down the hall and is admitted to the Black Cat's room where he spends a moment pouring his feelings out to the seemingly unconscious Felicia. Considering that he cannot protect those he cares about, Spider-Man breaks down in tears. As he sobs, Felicia comes around and tells him that she'll be okay. Overjoyed, Spider-Man thanks the powers that be that let her live. While elsewhere in another operating room, criminal scientists are working hard to reattach Dr. Octopus's severed mechanical arms. As Octavius screams in agony, the doctors offer him an anesthetic, but Otto refuses, wanting to feel the pain, vowing that once he is back together, he will get revenge against Spider-Man and the Black Cat, vowing to tear them limb from limb.
Captain Planet! No, sorry. wrong fandom, sorry. Those are the vibes, though.
And again, oh my god, I love this note. You know, just because this is one of the only times we don't see Jean DeWolf with a cigarette because she is a chain smoker. But since she's in a hospital,
she's in the hospital.
yeah.
But in the 80s, they let you smoke in the hospital. So,
but she still respected it.
All right, whatever.
So that deranged Spider-Man, he pulled a bomb. It's on Octavius. No, for the love of humanity, no.
Oh God, what have I done?
I know, you should have just told me no. Wait till the bigger one comes.
Y'all's gonna hurt me the next time I come.
Wait till the bigger one comes. Hail. That evil Spider-Man.
Peter is a menace.
I hope
I will give you that.
Please, Otto, be okay. All right. So thoughts on this one, Lilith?
I like it. It actually had some stakes to it, so that's a change.
I know, because it's like, again, the Black Cat's at this point still a relatively new character, so you're like, oh, she could die, I guess.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we want another girl on his conscience? Like, oof. Yikes. It seemed like it was going that way.
Yeah. I guess there was no bridge nearby.
No.
All right.
Can't be a bridge every time, though.
That's true. All right, should we get to the next one?
Let's do it.
All right, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 77, April 1983, Relapse ×2.
Once, twice, 3 times a relapse.
Oh, my. And Joe Rosen is back as letterer. Same team. Other than that,
must have been an emergency.
Maybe. All right. At the costume shop owned by Melvin Potter, Melvin is distracted from his work by the sound of gunshots, but dismisses them and considers that it's not his business. The gunshots are the cause of 3 young hoodlums who are fleeing police after committing an armed robbery. When one of them shoots down a police officer, they panic and begin trying to find a place to hide. One of them knows just the place to go and breaks into Melvin's costume shop for them to hide in. When Melvin confronts them, one of the hoods recognizes Melvin as Daredevil's old foe, the Gladiator. Stay tuned for Cannon Fodder Summer, kids. They ask him to help, but he refuses. But when he attempts to call the police, they try to shoot him, hitting his arm and force him at gunpoint to don his Gladiator armor. The shot rouses the police, who head to the scene, unaware of what is in store for them. Meanwhile, Dr. Octopus has had his arms repaired and is making his way to the Columbian Presbyterian Hospital to get revenge.
Making my way downtown, walking fast and I'm revenge bound.
Tap, tap, tapping that arms downtown.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
I never disappoint.
Get revenge on Spider-Man and recovering Black Cat. Spider-Man is roused from a nightmare about Dr. Octopus when the real Dr. Octopus arrives on the scene and attacks.
It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling.
Spider-Man tries his best to stop Dr. Octopus, but fails to prevent the criminal from ripping out Felicia's life support before fleeing and vowing to return to finish them off. As doctors rush in to restabilize Felicia's condition, Spider-Man is confronted by Jean DeWolf, who asks Spider-Man to move Felicia to a more secure hospital. Spider-Man refuses to do so, fearing that it might kill Felicia, and so Spider-Man leaves the scene to prepare for his rematch against Dr. Octopus. Yeah, because the idiot says, I'll be back in 24 hours.
You have 24 hours to respond, Spider-Man.
Or your car's warranty will expire.
Oh, no. The most evil thing you could do to a person.
Along his way home, he spots the police surrounding Potter's costume shop. When they fire tear gas into the store, the Gladiator is forced to fire his razor discs at a nearby sign that topples above the police, sending them scattering. Spider-Man gets involved and takes down the Gladiator with a single blow, and then easily beats down the crooks and captures them for the police. The combination of Spider-Man's punch and blood loss from his bullet wound causes the Gladiator to hallucinate and think that he is indeed a Roman gladiator and attacks Spider-Man, slicing his back open with a razor disc in an attempt to kill the thugs.
What is this, the Joker?
That attempted to extort him into helping them escape. Oh, you mean hee hee ha ha man?
Hee hee ha ha, funny.
Ray's like, what are you doing?
Batman,
My favorite character.
Well, if you would have listened to the Joker,
That's right.
you'd know what I was referring to.
Spider-Man fights off the Gladiator in an attempt to make him see sense and not commit murder. Eventually, the Gladiator snaps out of it and gives the crooks a scare by firing his discs at their feet and telling the police to get out of his sight. With the battle over and the crooks in police custody, Melvin thanks Spider-Man for his help and gladly offers to repair his costume. Spider-Man also recounts how the Gladiator was previously delusional, as depicted in Daredevil 166, 173 and 174, and 186.
I'm sensing a recurring theme here.
Oh, is that the... Oh, yes. Is that...
Mentally infirm. Mentally infirm.
The time period, I think, is suspiciously...
Your mother's a whore! Mm-hmm. I love that that's now just a timeline.
The darkest timeline.
Your mother's a whore! No, truly the darkest timeline on either side of the big two.
We did Miller May at this time last year,
Miller
kids.
May Mayhem, to be exact.
And then this year in September, we will get to his deranged protege, Kevin Smith.
Smith Timber. We threatened it.
It's going to be like, your mother's a horse, Snoochie Boochie.
Oh, no. Your mother's a whore!
Snooch. All right. All right. Any thoughts on this, love?
Can Jean DeWolf take a long walk off a short bridge? I'm so sick of her.
Well, again, Peter David's here. Peter David will take...
It comes not too soon, sir.
I know. Oh, yeah. It's like another almost like not quite 30 issues. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. So should we continue to the
The
next
long
one?
goodbye, indeed. I like this cover, though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, most of these covers are pretty good. All right, so Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, 78, May 1983. Yes, The Long Goodbye. Same team as last time. Sneaking into the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital to give flowers to Felicia Hardy, who is still recovering from injuries sustained in battle, Spider-Man is almost gunned down by the beefed-up police protection that has been put on location to answer any threats by Dr. Octopus, who has threatened Felicia's life. Allowed to be alone with Felicia, Spider hears how she has a near-death experience as he was fighting Dr. Octopus during the villain's last attack on her. She tells him that she was visited by her father's spirit, who told her that she had another chance at life before sending her back to her body. Their moment together is cut short when Felicia's mother arrives at the hospital and Spider-Man decides to depart to put things in order, but reminds the police that Dr. Octopus plans on attacking that night. Going to the Daily Bugle as Peter Parker, Spider-Man hardballs J. Jonah Jameson into buying his photos of Spider-Man battling the Hobgoblin, Dr. Octopus, the Owl, Gladiator, and Vermin.
Damn, that was a busy boy.
You don't like these? Here, how about these? How about these? How about these? Eventually, Jameson caves in and buys them for a high price. Joe asks Peter why the sudden hard sell when Peter explains that he wants Jameson to finally give him proper credit for the pictures he takes for the Daily Bugle before collecting his $800 check from the front desk.
In 2024 money, that would be
$2 billion.
$1.5 million.
And then he gives
After
half.
the chat for our inflation, it's not funny.
And then he tithes half of it to Aunt May. I'm like, holy.
Well, he's a good nephew.
Yeah, but the bootlegging queen needs half his money.
That's the scam. That's why Ben had to get out of there. He knew her scam. He was on to her. He went to go be king of hell,
Oh, my. Arriving at Empire State University, Peter goes to check his marks for his physics exam and meets with Marcy Kane, Philip Chang, and Steve Hopkins.
Nobody we care about.
They're in limbo.
It ain't Harry, it ain't Ned, it ain't Gwen, it ain't Mary Jane.
Yeah, they'll disappear soon enough. Wasn't Marcy Kane actually?
It's not even Liz, for God's sake. Come on.
Wasn't Marcy Kane? It was actually from outer space or something. I forget. There was one of them. I swear. It turns out she was an alien or something. I'm just.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one. A Contraxian. Yeah, it was a mess.
All right. Let's see.
Contraxians. What were they thinking?
When Professor Sloan confronts him about his lack of discipline and questions how he could possibly pass his exams, furious, Peter blows up at Sloan, and this is the final straw with his academic problems, and he simply walks away, telling them that there is a world outside of the campus, and he intends to live in it.
Wait. I need to make a request. If anybody has Jack of Hearts issue number 3, it's the only one I'm missing out of the 4-issue miniseries. That's where the contraction whole thing.
Okay. I was gonna say, wait a minute. All of a sudden, Lilith come with a Jack of Hearts. I'm like, isn't this the kind of stuff you roll your eyes at? What the hell?
I collect stuff. I collect really obscure random.
I know, but I swear, if me or Justin or someone came with the Jack of Hearts, you'd be like, oh god.
I still roll my eyes at myself.
Oh my.
I don't even know why I have those issues. I don't know where they came from. They just showed up one day, and I was like, when did I get these? It must have been an estate sale or something, honestly.
Oh my god, that's what me and Justin were talking about when we were covering like the first couple issues of ROM. We're just like, what was it? Probably from like the 70s to like the 90s. It's like if you were like any kind of like sci-fi character, you had to have at least one fight with Jack of Hearts. Whether you were like the Silver Surfer, ROM, or who else? I mean, he was everywhere. Hell,
yeah. They were really trying to make that a thing, bro.
I know. Once far enough away, Peter begins to question if he wants to quit school and considers his future relationship with the Black Cat, the threat of Dr. Octopus. Well, not till he gets some snazzy new threads. That's when he quits school. Octavius, meanwhile, is traveling through the sewers on his way to get revenge against Spider-Man and the Black Cat. Through the sewers.
Careful you don't meet Doc Connors down there.
Along the way, he comes across some vagrants living in the sewers, thinking that he is their master, and he scares them away. Feeling he has waited too long, Octopus rushes off to get his final revenge against Spider-Man. Elsewhere in the city, Peter crosses paths with Flash Thompson, his girlfriend Shoshone, that didn't age well, Harry Osborn, and his wife Liz.
Finally, people we care about, Jesus.
Exactly. They invite Peter to join them for lunch, and Peter decides to take them up on the offer because he's effing hungry. While at the Danmoro State Prison, the police turn over the superpowered criminal known as Boomerang to the police.
Oh, superpowered? That's a stretch.
Yeah, what superhero? What superpowered douchiness?
I don't know, but that's a stretch. That's generous. Anyway,
should say super villain because superpowered. He just has those boomerangs.
Yeah.
And again, what kind of weapon is a boomerang?
What the only boomerang I want is the boomerang Rita from Outback, which has 4 like different margaritas in the shape of a boomerang.
What the F? I want my baby back.
That's Chili's, dummy.
Oh, I love Outback. Give me a good steak.
The bloomin' onion. That's.
Oh yeah. Oh god, it's been so long since I've been there.
If they were gluten free, I'd offer to take it next time.
No, yeah.
That's a dangerous place for somebody who can't have gluten. Everything's got gluten.
Oh yeah.
Even the soda has gluten.
Oh yeah. Locked up in his cell, he vows to get revenge against Spider-Man. His vows are overheard by King of the
Incompetent,
Frank Castle, and when Boomer,
unless certain people are writing him, King of the Incompetent.
Exactly. And when Boomer, if you're not DG Chichester, you can't write Frank Castle.
Essentially is what I'm saying, yes. Go pick up Daredevil number 8.
That's right. DG Chichester's complete story.
Volume 6, number 8. Legacy number 670. You're welcome.
And his complete story is actually in there. All right, so...
Scroll down for Chichester chats.
That's right. There we go. And when Boomerang questions who he is, he tells Boomerang that he is the Punisher and that if he wants to survive his stay in prison, he will do exactly as he is told.
It's in his prison purse.
Don't touch that Twinkie on your pillow, kid.
I'm the effing Punisher.
Basically.
And he'll do exactly what I say.
I think the pants come off next.
After having lunch with his old friends, Peter says...
It's a thin, lubed line.
Oh! Whoa!
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so...
There's nothing to get wet about anyway.
After having lunch with his old friends, Peter says goodbye and leaves after paying for the meal, leaving them to feel as though Peter was saying goodbye for the last time.
Is he wait, Peter's a deadbeat? He doesn't pay for his meals?
They're like, oh no, they're like, oh God, something's wrong. Peter actually paid for his meal.
The hungry hobo.
He's like, oh, I told off my professor, and I'm gonna get some superior puss. Yeah, let me pay for everyone's lunch. Yeah. Aunt May and her fiance Nathan Lubinski.
F in the chat for Nathan because he's with Aunt May, guys. That's how she keeps stealing everybody's Social Security money.
The Black Widow. Get the same feeling when Peter gives them some money to improve her new halfway house. With all, it's like, here, take care of my aunt, kid. With all his personal affairs in the best order he can make them, Peter changes into Spider-Man and returns to the hospital where he is greeted by Jean DeWolf and the police. Left alone with Felicia, Spider-Man tells her that he is not going to leave her and decides to reveal his secret identity to her. Before he can unmask, and thank God, because she hates his face, his spider sense goes off, prompting him to alert the police of Dr. Octopus's approach.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
Climbing out the window, Spider-Man appears just in time to see his old foe climbing up the side of the hospital. And I love, yes, we did get to mention, he's like, oh, I'm fighting all these old villains, and then this new villain guy, the Hobgoblin.
Yikes.
And then the Punisher has been in prison since his arrest in Daredevil 184.
Now that's beef.
Oh, another reference to them.
Your mother's a whore.
Oh my, so. Poor Otto finally gets his revenge against that bony Spider-Man.
Somebody's got to put that kid in his place.
That's right. And I love it.
This cover is interesting for 79.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of like it. I mean, it's kind of.
It's very abstract.
Yeah.
Minimalist. It's different. Not that I don't like it. It's different, especially like after all the covers that we just covered. So.
Yes.
Hell.
Yes. All right, so let's see how he does, kids, after, he didn't spend the 24 hours, I don't know, getting some sleep or trying to invent some new weapon to use against Otto. No, he just went out to lunch with his buddies and,
Give the kid a break.
Give me a break. There's the cover.
I like it.
Again, take the text and stuff off there. I mean, that could be a decent poster. All right.
That's the one thing I find kind of weird about Marvel covers of a certain time period. Like, a lot of the time you can find the DC stuff textless versions to do what you will with, but Marvel, not so much.
Do you think that's like a decision? So like, people can't try to like steal it and stuff and do stuff with it, or?
I mean, the people that really want to do that have Photoshop, and that's easier. But I'm just saying, like, maybe I want it as a wallpaper without all the extra stuff on it. For personal use.
Well, I'm sure if Disney has that, they're like, oh yeah, you're going to pay for that.
They can't even get everything on the Marvel Limited app. I don't want to hear from
Yeah.
You too, DC Finite. You're not slipping out of this so easily either.
Yeah, get those interns to work. I pay my money. I want every comic.
Don't even have interns. Have somebody that actually gets paid do it, please.
Yeah.
Interns deserve actual job experience, okay?
Get back to work. All right, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 79, from June 1983. The final battle. Yeah, sure.
Oh, no, baby, no.
Colorist this time, George Rosis. Letterer this time, Jack Morelli.
Okay.
And Tom Baloney Falco still here, so.
He's holding it down.
I you know what, I've been thinking lately. I'm like, we need an interview with the Falco.
I would love an interview with the Falcon. I'm like, so what was that bologna factory all about? Were you okay with that? Did you catch that?
Yeah. So I mean, he's done interviews before. I think so. All right. Spider-Man is clashing with Dr. Octopus outside of the hospital where Felicia Hardy has been recovering from her injuries following her last clash with Dr. Octopus. Spider-Man at first has a handicap in that he is out of web fluid. You had 24 hours. You didn't check that web fluid? Really?
He was busy.
Yeah, he was too busy worrying about the web fluid somewhere else. He checked some web suitors. Jeez.
No, he just did an interview back in February with Traversing the Stars. So yeah,
I might have to reach out. And again, I've talked to Ron Friends before. Oh my god, that'd be an interview, the two of them together, because they've done a lot of stuff together.
Let's sit them down in a diner and just put the mic in the middle of the table.
Ron Friends lives here, so I mean that half would be easy enough, probably.
Okay, guys, drop some money in the freaking Cash App so we can get a plane ticket for Tom DeFalco.
And take them to a nice restaurant. Ah, there we go. Let's tie it all together. We're gonna take Ron Friends and Tom DeFalco to Outback. Yeah, let's go. Woo!
We're gonna have a boomerang and a boomerang Rita.
Yes. We spared no expense finding to you the finest steakhouse.
A mess.
Oh, that's what we have to do with Chichester.
That should be the opening. We will give you a plane ticket and 1 meal voucher to Outback.
We will treat you well and fill your belly, kids.
We can't set that precedent, though, so, maybe we need to edit this out.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we've never done that.
Chichester might get some ideas here.
Hey, man, I'm willing to buy him dinner, at a certain point.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. But oh my god, can you imagine if we could pull that off? Be like, it's time for another Capes and Lunatics interview.
Chow time with Ron Friends. It's time to.
And every interview, you just hear background noise in a restaurant. Your silverware clanging, and
that would actually be really cool, though.
It would. That would have to be. Yeah. So yes, he had to fix his damn web shooter. Fixing this, he resumes his battle against Dr. Octopus again, but fails to keep the villain out of the hospital, forcing Jean the Wolf to have Felicia removed from the premises. Only interested in Spider-Man at the moment, the villain chases the wall crawler throughout the hospital, but to no avail. In order to force Spider-Man into coming to him, Dr. Octopus... Hey-oh. Dr. Octopus snaps an elevator cable, forcing Spider-Man to come to the people's aid, allowing for Octavius to knock Spider-Man down the elevator shaft. Following after Spider-Man, their fight takes them outside where Jean is overseeing doctors and police putting Felicia in an ambulance to pull her out of the location. Spotting this, Dr. Octopus chases after them with Spider-Man in tow. Jean manages to stall Dr. Octopus by wrecking her roadster, smashing it into his mechanical leg.
She really loves frickin' Spider-Man, unfortunately.
Smash it!
It's a one-way street.
Yes. And speaking
Although,
of...
not technically, but,
And, oh god, we forgot to do this all day, love. And again, kids, public service announcement.
Nobody's help Brian!
Mark your bingo cards.
Although he confused me. I did put a link to one of our videos on one of those articles, and he liked it.
It's just confirmation of theft.
Here, I give you a thumbs up. Don't sue me. Sending him...
Just keep doing it.
Yeah. No. No! Penny's gonna do it once and never again. No! But
you sure your middle name's not Tom, Phil?
Oh, damn. She wrecks the roadster, smashing into his mechanical leg, sending him toppling into a train yard.
Or Richard.
Oh, you call me Dick. Sending him toppling in a train yard. There, Spider-Man resumes his fight with Dr. Octopus, and the villain attempts to force the wall crawler into the path of a speeding train. Spider-Man manages to free himself and pull Octavius in the path of the train. However, the villain is able to derail it. So he was ready to murder Ock here. He's like, yeah, no, you're going to step in front of this train instead of me.
I don't have to save you.
That's right. That's right. You put yourself there. You know what? I ain't going to kill you, but I'm going to save you. That's homicide!
Every time it's a train, I have to. It doesn't matter. I have to.
That's homicide! Lock him up! Lock the spider up!
It's manslaughter at best. If you have a good lawyer, don't call Matt. Call She-Hulk. You can get out of it. You'll be all right.
I'm going to mansplain manslaughter!
With my mustache!
Do you have a law degree, sir? No, I have a mustache!
I'm a professor that professes to know nothing?
I have a PhD in BS.
Don't we all?
Well, yeah, that's a job requirement here. Fleeing to a building under construction, Spider-Man sets up his camera and resumes his battle there. During the fight, the camera is knocked free and is lost in the nearby lake. Oh, he's getting murdered now. Here, Spider-Man manages to get the upper hand, tying up all 4 of Dr. Octopus's mechanical arms in steel girders. Willing to die to avoid defeat, Octopus sends the whole building crashing down. However, Spider-Man, much to Octavius' humiliation, rescues the villain's life. With the battle over, Spider-Man webs up Octavius and tells him that he can never defeat him again, frightening the criminal before departing, leaving him to be collected by the police. And then, meanwhile...
End credit scene.
Yes.
End credit scene.
Meanwhile, at the state prison, in the mid-credits, the Punisher offers Boomerang one more chance. Help him escape from prison or die.
That's all you had to say, buddy. Got it. Well, I mean, all right, he's like, wait, are you going to strangle me or are you going to shoot me? Because if you shoot me, I got a 50-50. I would ask for clarification, to be perfectly honest.
It's either rape you and escape, or you're going to strangle you to death. Oh yeah, Spider-Man compared Doc Ock to Snidely Whiplash.
Jack LaLanne reference, which I make a Jack LaLanne reference every now and then. It's from being a 90s kid and stand up late and watching those damn infomercials. It's Jack LaLanne! And he's pulling the damn trailer with his teeth on a rope.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was going to say, it was 83 at this point, so okay.
Yeah.
But again, I guess my memory kind of like jazzed it up, but I'm like, really? That's the threat Spider-Man gave Ock to like make him all frightened from here on, where he's just like, don't you mess with me again, because you know you're never going to defeat me. It's like, it didn't even seem that harsh. It wasn't like, I'm going to rip those arms off again and shove them up your auto hole. It's just like, he was just like, don't you do it again, or you know you're never going to defeat me.
Well, also, it's an embarrassment for Otto. He has an ego, much like, that college dropout, Doom. It's all about ego and perception. So
Doom, another great figure!
Well, yeah. Yes, I agree.
Oh, kids. And there you go. And if you love Dr. Doom, stay tuned for December, kids. Doomcember.
You decided on a Doom December?
Oh, we're doing Doom December everywhere on this feed, baby.
Nobody told me nothing.
I told you like a year ago. Jeez.
Like, I'm going to remember that.
Well, that's true. You were still drinking.
Hey, I resemble that comment.
Here on Ultimate Spider-Cast, on Marvel Tales, X-Men Classic, Daredevil, we're doing it all.
I'm fine with that.
Again, I thought we all loved the petty dictator. Come on.
No, we do. I do.
In fiction.
Nice.
Thank
if you don't understand that reference, scroll over to Salty and Petty episode. What was it, 666 or 65?
65, yes.
We've done so many in the last couple of days.
Hey-o!
Hey-o! All just to get to the 69, baby!
Lil couldn't wait.
Normally I don't rush the 69, but in this case, we have stuff to do, so.
Oh, my!
Secret stuff. You'll hear about later.
Yes. We don't want to tip anyone off. Yes. All right. So what do you think of this story, Liv?
I thought it was pretty solid, but did it need to be 4 issues?
Well, this was 5. So we did 5. So yeah.
You know what I mean, like.
Well, again, it's like the Gladiator issue could have been like not there. Again, did we really need issue 78 where he goes around and basically tell?
No, I like that. Actually, because it's like, it makes you, like, it gives you pause. Like, he thinks maybe he's really not going to make it out of this one.
Yeah, but it's like, how many times has he fought Otto at this point already?
But he really hurt somebody that he loved, too. So
yeah.
I wasn't sure of him. Well, not love, but, like,
Lust, yeah.
And lust. Lust makes you crazy, man. Plus, backed up,
Oh, yeah.
testicular fluids.
Yeah, but in that case, shouldn't he be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to whoop his ass, yeah.
But, like, he actually did some damage to Felicia. Like, I think that's the first time since Gwen, probably, that he's seen that up close and personal like that.
True.
So that's probably triggering some emotions and stuff, too. He knows that he can't think clearly when he's upset. So either he's going to get killed or he's going to kill somebody. Either way, he might not be coming back. He might be going to prison. Or he might be going in a box,
Oh, yeah.
But not the Black Cat's box.
Wow. It's so funny. First he tries to pull him in front of a train, but then he saves his life from the drop.
That's not Pete. You know what
I know.
It's not our Peter.
There's a drop. All right. So, any other thoughts?
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of weird to be like kind of shifting around like this, but you know.
What?
Like we start with one guy and then we end up with Bill, and it's like, okay, whatever that's about.
Wait, what?
Wasn't the first issue covered by somebody else other than Bill?
What? This episode?
Yeah.
No, these were
70.
These were all Bill Mantlo, I believe.
Oh, I thought the first one, 75
no.
wasn't.
Yeah, no. I read the credit. Yeah, the first one was Bill Mantlo. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like I said, we changed maybe some like letterers and like colorists or something, but yeah, pretty much it stayed the same.
Okay.
Yep. See, kids, she has trouble paying attention when she's sober.
It's ADHD.
I know, you haven't had your medication in a while, have you?
Nope.
All right.
Struggling.
I know. You make it to December.
It'll be a personal best. I gotta do it, unfortunately.
It's the eye of the tiger.
I'm not drinking any raw eggs, bro.
Dude. All right. Any other thoughts on this one?
I don't do raw eggs.
I don't do Twinkies.
No. I give it I give this whole little arc that we covered a solid.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
for Bill.
Oh my, yes. Bill Mantlo. Yes. All right. Yeah, I gave it. Yeah, I think the B is correct. Again, could have been trimmed down a little, but again,
we could have used a little more actual, not damsel in distress, Felicia. But
yeah. Well, I think we're gonna get kind of more of that next episode because we're doing the missing in action. So, like I said, I believe it is much more Felicia Hardy than actual Spider-Man, even himself. Because yes, kids, we're gonna do Web of Spider-Man 16 through 18, Amazing Spider-Man 279, and Spectacular Spider-Man 117.
Ooh boy.
Yes.
Goody.
And then at the end of the month, again, the boys will be back for more Scarlet Spider.
As always, the Bad Babysitter Club.
Yes. And then again, after that, it'll be June, and it will be cannon fodder summer. And like I said, that first episode, that first week will really the first month will really shock you. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We mixed it. We did kind of change plans for July. I forgot. Juggernaut July.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot about that. So yes, so not only in July will we be getting Juggernaut, you'll be getting some appearances by some of your favorite X characters too. We're crazy. All right. So
certifiable.
Yes, we come from the Southgate's Asylum. So yes, send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merchandise with all the new logos.
Now with 100% more ampersand.
Ampersand makes everything better. So yes, new merch. And again, just like a young lady working her way through medical school, yes, please rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
That's us. All right. And of course, if you think this is nuts, it's nothing compared to our Patreon, because again, talking about certifiable. We are certifiable over there. So completely uncensored.
Completely unhinged.
And,
even more salty and more petty.
And crazy as so, yes. So please subscribe to our Patreon, where you can find the link to that and everything else I just mentioned at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. And Miss Lilith Hellfire, the kids can find you on the Facebook, correct?
Correctamundo.
As long as you have your
But
phone.
more importantly, I need you guys to download every episode of the podcast, listen on your whatever mobile device, and go touch some grass while you're listening to it.
Yeah, give us some YouTube views. But yes, you can do all of that. Watch the YouTube, download the podcast, all while you're outside. Aren't the phones the magical? So yes, use your time more constructively.
Spread them out!
Do it for Lilith, because she can't do it for herself. Hell.
Oh my!
Spread it!
Oh my!
Don't get fingered!
Whoa! Or do whatever. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body. I'm not the freaking Supreme Court.
Oh, nice! All right, so that about wraps us up, kids. Where is... Oh,
The big finish.
Jazz hands.
I was looking for my Bye Felicia drop. Oh, here's...
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
That'll be all good all this month. All right. All right, kids. Come back next time for Missing in Action. Again, we should get way more Black Cat than Spider-Man next week. So. I think there are some Silver Sable in there, too.
Ray.
Hey, he's probably like, you wearing fishnets? All right, but until next time. So, wing on back.
Thwip. Thwip it good.
A bit long time.